professionally, how it helped me originally, way back when I came in 2001, was I worked for a consumer products organization, and I had to pitch larger retailers and also local retailers that had several locations. I didn't learn how to do that in college. I didn't learn how to do that with previous employers at other jobs I've had. I didn't know how to do that. Had not had that experience. So it sounded really scary. So in the club, when I did my projects, whether it was especially my icebreaker, man, and I didn't realize how important it is to do an icebreaker over and over again, because you are breaking the ice with different people in different situations, whether it be at work, personally, and every time you break the ice with somebody, you're going to want to share something different about you or say it in a different way depending on your audience. So that skill of doing an icebreaker over and over again, that was so beneficial. I learned how to handle objections, be in front of a group, all of that through my club, work with other people on my team towards the same goal. Because when I worked in retail and worked on commission, even though we worked on a team, I was competing with other people for the same sales. So working in that position, working for Philip Morris when I was a territory sales manager, we were all working together, my clients, myself, the people that I was in charge of, and other co-workers. We were all working towards the same goal. So learning how to do that in a safe environment in our club, that was so beneficial. Handling objections from an audience when I worked on a project, doing that. So I learned a lot of things professional-wise. Personally, because Toastmasters is a safe place to hone your communication skills, I am more equipped to stand up for myself. I am more equipped to, when I say stand up for myself, advocate for myself. When somebody's asking me to do something, I'm like, no, that is not my responsibility. This is the responsibility of whoever it is on a team. Sometimes people assign things to you, not understanding that that is not your responsibility. There's already someone else assigned to that. So it is a place where I've learned how to advocate for myself. If somebody's rude to me, normally I would just whatever. So now I'm like, no, that's not right, and here's why it's not right. I'm gonna give you some feedback. If someone is interested in joining Toastmasters, my thoughts to them is Toastmasters is where you come to learn. Toastmasters is not where you come to listen to and to be entertained. This is where you take a project, you make it yours, and you learn by doing it. So what'll happen is you're gonna mess it up. What'll happen is you won't do it right. What'll happen is you will fail at it possibly, and that's okay. And people will have opinions about it, and that's okay too. The learning comes through the doing and comes through the failing and doing it wrong. That's where the learning comes. So be prepared to mess it up. Be prepared to do it wrong. Be prepared to fail at it, because that's where the learning comes. You don't learn as quickly if you're doing it right. Because it's like, when you get people that tell you, give you evaluations, and they're like, you're awesome, you did it great. I'm like, you don't really learn anything from that. You're gonna learn by doing it wrong. You're not gonna learn by watching other people do it. You'll learn a little bit, but you'll learn exponentially by actually working through a problem. So being part of Toastmasters, for me, is working with a group of friends that sometimes will have good times and sometimes will have bad times. It is, in my opinion, like a family, the family I've chosen to learn with. I have shared experiences with these people here in Toastmasters, so we can look back. Hey, remember when we were on the trio? Hey, remember when we were division directors? And then we have shared experiences together. And, totally messed that up. Remember when I didn't train the officers of Oshner LSU Monroe and how much of a cluster that was. But man, did I learn from that. The next club that we started, we did not start until we had these 4 things in place, whatever it was. So it is a leadership cohort that we go through together every year. Sometimes it's like frustrating, sometimes it's overwhelming. I wouldn't give that back for anything because I have shared experiences with these people here at Toastmasters, and it's so fun. It's so fun.